Quad sets are a simple exercise that I recommend for people who are trying to decrease their knee pain, swelling, or stiffness. And I frequently recommend that they're performed in a position where they're sitting, like on a couch or a bed, and they've got a towel roll or a small pillow underneath their knees. You can learn more about this in my YouTube video, The Ultimate Guide to Quad Sets. The trouble with this position is it's not always convenient for everyone to achieve this. And in order to make quad sets the most effective, they need to be performed multiple times during the day. So someone that's having a tough time getting into this position, maybe they're away from home the bulk of their day, or just getting into a seated position with their legs out in front of them just doesn't happen very often. They oftentimes ask me something to the effect of, can I do quad sets standing up? The short answer is yes, but I would highly recommend some guidelines, which I'll share with you during this video. When you perform quad sets standing up, I highly recommend that you avoid locking your knees out, meaning when you straighten your knee during the exercise, it's a very subtle motion of straightening, but you want to avoid the last few degrees of straightening your knee. At the point in which the motion, there's a little bit of rotation that happens in your knee joint, and that can irritate your knee. So you'll want to avoid that. So as I'm standing here right now, my knees are slightly bent. Now they're straight, and now they're locked out completely. This locked out completely position is what I'm recommending that you avoid. So when you perform a quad set in standing, you'll tighten your core first, keep that contraction, and then squeeze your glutes together. And with your core and your glutes engaged, then you'll tighten the muscles on the front of your thigh, which will straighten your knees. You're just gonna resist or avoid that last few degrees of straightening, and you'll hold this position and this contraction for a full 5 seconds. If you have pain in one knee, when you do the standing quad sets, I recommend you shift weight away from that knee. So let's say I have pain in my right knee. If I'm going to perform a standing quad set, I want to shift weight toward my left side and more into my left leg. And then I'll tighten my core, squeeze my glutes together, and tighten the muscles on the front of my thighs, hold for 5 seconds. If you have pain in both knees, then rely on a heavy piece of furniture, something stable like a countertop or a chair that doesn't have wheels, and press down with both hands to kind of alleviate the pressure on both of your knees. So as I'm pressing down through my hands, I'm going to tighten my core, and then I'm going to squeeze my glutes together, and then I'm going to tighten the muscles on the front of my thighs, but not lock them out, and hold this position for a full 5 seconds. If you're someone who's getting knee pain when you're standing, so you don't feel like your knees are very painful when you're sitting, but as soon as you stand up or soon after standing in the kitchen or standing anywhere really, you start to feel some discomfort in your knees, then standing quad sets are probably not ideal for you, and I would stick with the sitting version of quad sets. Likewise, if you try the standing quad sets, even with these guidelines, and you're getting a little bit more discomfort in one or both knees, or immediately after finishing the quad sets you feel a little extra discomfort, then by all means hold off on the standing quad sets and return to the sitting version of quad sets, which you can learn more about in my video, The Ultimate Guide to Quad Sets. You can also learn additional ways in which I help people overcome knee pain in the description below this video within YouTube. And be sure to subscribe to this channel and check the notification bell so you'll find out about additional videos about overcoming knee pain.